These are the 25 richest families in Africa. Did you know that the top 25 richest Africans have a combined net worth of more than $80 billion? That may come as a surprise to you, but it is entirely true. These billionaires amassed their fortunes through a variety of successful ventures in fields and businesses such as oil and gas, telecommunications, construction, and others. They are now living their aspirations and ruling their respective industries. Without a question, Africa is on the rise and our millionaires are climbing the ranks. Once again, the richest billionaire on this list is a Nigerian business magnate, and several new billionaires have been added. These billionaires have made Africa proud, and they are a global influence today. Let's look at a list of Africa's wealthiest people. Before we do that, do well to subscribe to our channel and turn the notifications bell so as to get notified each time we drop an amazing video like this one. First on this list, we have Aliko Dangote family. Africa's richest man, Aliko Dangote, founded and serves as chairman of Dangote Cement, the continent's largest cement manufacturer. Through a holding company, he owns 85% of Dangote Cement, which is traded publicly. Dangote Cement operates in 10 African nations and generates 45.6 million metric tons of cement annually. The Dangote fertilizer plant in Nigeria finally began operating in the middle of 2021 after years of construction. Since 2016, Dangote refinery has been under construction. When finished, it will likely rank among the largest oil refineries in the world. His estimated net worth is $13.9 billion. 2. Johann Rupert family. The chairman of Swiss luxury goods company, Compagnie Financière Richemont, is Johann Rupert. The company's most well-known brands are Montblanc and Cartier. It was established in 1998 as a result of the spin-off of assets from Rembrandt Group Limited, which his father Anton established in the 40s and is now known as Remgro Limited. He chairs Remgro, a diversified investment company, and he owns 7% of it as well as 25% of Raynet, a Luxembourg-based investment holding company. Rupert has recently taken a strong stance against proposals to permit fracking in the Karoo, a region of South Africa where he owns land. His estimated net worth is $11 billion. 3. Nicky Oppenheimer family. The De Beers diamond fortune heir, Nicky Oppenheimer, sold his 40% stake in the company to the mining company Anglo-American in 2012 for $5.1 billion in cash. The Oppenheimer family held a dominant position in the diamond trade for 85 years until 2012. He took De Beers private in 2001 and was the third generation of his family to run the business. Oppenheimer founded Fireblade Aviation in 2014, a company that flies charters out of Johannesburg. He owns at least 720 square miles of protected land in Zimbabwe, Botswana, and South Africa. His estimated net worth is $8.7 billion. 4. Nassef Sawiris family. Nassef Sawiris is an investor and a scion of Egypt's wealthiest family. His most valuable asset is a nearly 6% stake in sportswear maker Adidas. In December 2020, he acquired a 5% stake in New York-listed firm Madison Square Garden Sports, owner of the NBA Kicks and the NHL Rangers teams. He runs OCI, one of the world's largest nitrogen fertilizer producers, with plants in Texas and Iowa. It trades on the Euronext Amsterdam Exchange. Orascom Construction, an engineering and building firm, trades on the Cairo Exchange and Nasdaq Dubai. His holdings include stakes in cement giants Lafarge and Holcim and Adidas. He sits on the supervisory board of Adidas. His estimated net worth is $8.6 billion. 5. Abdul Samad Rabiu family. The BUA Group, a Nigerian conglomerate involved in production of cement, sugar refining, and real estate, was founded by Abdul Samad Rabiu. Early in January 2020, Rabiu combined his privately held Obu Cement Company with his controlled publicly traded Cement Co. of Northern Nigeria. Rabiu owns 98.5% of the combined company, which trades as BUA Cement plc on the Nigerian Stock Exchange. The businessman's son Rabiu received land as inheritance. In 1988, he founded his own company and began importing chemicals, steel, and iron. His net worth is estimated to be $7 billion. Number 6. Mike Adenuga family. Adenuga, Nigeria's second richest man, built his fortune in telecom and oil production. His mobile phone network, Telecom, is the third largest operator in Nigeria with 55 million subscribers. His oil exploration outfit, Con Oil Producing, operates 6 oil blocks in the Niger Delta. Adenuga got an MBA at Pace University in New York, supporting himself as a student by working as a taxi driver. He made his first million at the age of 26, selling lace and distributing soft drinks. Mike Adenuga has a net worth of $6.7 billion. 7. Issad Rebrab family. Cevital, the largest privately held company in Algeria, was founded and is led by Issad Rebrab. One of the biggest sugar refineries in the world, owned by Cevital, can produce 2 million tons of sugar annually. The French home appliance manufacturer Groupe Brandt, an Italian steel mill, and a German water purification firm are just a few of the European businesses owned by Cevital. Rebrab was released on January 1, 2020, after serving 8 months in prison for corruption-related charges. He claims he did nothing wrong and has an estimated net worth of $5.1 billion. Number 8. Naguib Sawiris family. Naguib Sawiris is an implant of Egypt's wealthiest family. He built a fortune in telecom, selling Orascom Telecom in 2011 to Russian telecom business Vimpelcom in a multi-billion-dollar transaction. He is chairman of Orascom TMT Investments, which includes investment in an asset manager in Egypt and Italian internet company Italy Online, among others. Through his Media Globe holdings, Sawiris owns 88% of the pan-European pay TV and video news network Euronews. He also created a luxury resort named Silver Sands on the Caribbean island of Grenada, with an estimated net worth of $3.4 billion. 9. Patrice Motsepe family. Patrice Motsepe, the founder and chairman of African Rainbow Minerals, became a billionaire in 2008, the first Black African on the Forbes list. In 2016, he created a private equity firm, African Rainbow Capital, focused on investing in Africa. Motsepe also holds an interest in Sanlam, a listed financial services business, and is the president and owner of the Mamelodi Sundowns Football Club. In March 2021, Motsepe was chosen president of the Confederation of African Football, the sports governing organization on the continent. In 1994, he became the first black partner at law firm Bowman Giffilan in Johannesburg, and later launched a mining services contracting business. In 1997, he bought low-producing gold mine shafts and eventually made them viable. He has an estimated net worth of $3.1 billion. 10. Koos Becker family. Koos Becker is acclaimed for developing South African newspaper publisher Naspers into an e-commerce investment and cable TV powerhouse. He led Naspers to pay a stunning $34 million for a third of Chinese internet upstart Tencent Holdings in 2001, perhaps the greatest venture investment ever. In 2019, Naspers placed some assets into 2 publicly traded companies, entertainment giant MultiChoice Group, and Prosus, which incorporates the Tencent portfolio. Naspers sold a 2% investment in Tencent in 2018. In April 2021, Prosus sold around $15 billion worth of Tencent, boosting its holding to 29%. Becker, who retired as the CEO of Naspers in March 2014, returned as chairman in April 2015. He has an estimated net worth of $2.7 billion. Hey Explorers, before we continue, give this video a thumbs up so we'll upload more interesting videos like this one. 11. Strive Masiyiwa family. Strive Masiyiwa overcame protracted government opposition to launch mobile phone network Econet Wireless Zimbabwe in his country of birth in 1998. He controls slightly over 50% of the publicly traded Econet Wireless Zimbabwe, which is one piece of his wider Econet group. Masiyiwa also controls just over half of private company Liquid Telecom, which provides fiber optic and satellite services to telecom firms across Africa. His other assets include stakes in mobile phone networks in Burundi and Lesotho, and investments in fintech and power distribution firms in Africa. He and his wife Tsitsi created the Higher Life Foundation, which supports orphans and poor kids in Zimbabwe, South Africa, Burundi, and Lesotho. He has an estimated net worth of $2.7 billion. 12. Mohammed Mansour family. Mohammed Mansour manages family conglomerate Mansour Group, which was formed by his father Lofty in 1952 and has 60,000 employees. Mansour established General Motors dealerships in Egypt in 1975, ultimately becoming one of General Motors' major distributors globally. Mansour Group also maintains exclusive distribution rights for Caterpillar equipment in Egypt and 7 other African states. He served as Egypt's Minister of Transportation from 2006 to 2009 under the Hosni Mubarak dictatorship. His brothers, Yassin and Youssef, who share ownership in the family group, are also billionaires. His son Lofty manages private equity arm Man Capital. He has an estimated net worth of $2.5 billion. 13. Aziz Akanush family. Aziz Akanush is the major owner of Aqua Group, a multi-billion-dollar firm formed by his father and a partner, Ahmed Wakrim, in 1932. It has assets in petroleum, gas and chemicals through publicly traded Afriquia Gas and Maghreb Oxygen. Akanush was named Prime Minister of Morocco in September 2021. He has an estimated net worth of $2.2 billion. 14. Michel Leroux family. Michel Leroux of South Africa created Capitec Bank in 2001 and has roughly an 11% shareholding. The bank, which trades on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, targets South Africa's emerging middle class. He served as chairman of the board of Capitec from 2007 to 2016 and has carried on as a board member. Leroux formerly led Boland Bank, a tiny regional bank in Cape Town's hinterland. He has an estimated net worth of $1.7 billion. 15. Othman Benjeloun family. Othman Benjeloun is CEO of BMCE Bank of Africa, which has a presence in more than 20 African nations. His father was a shareholder in RMA, a Moroccan insurance company. Benjeloun grew it into a renowned insurer. Through his holding company Financecom, he holds an interest in the Moroccan arm of French telecom firm Orange. He announced in 2014 a $500 million proposal to build the 55-story Mohammed VI Tower in Rabat. It will be one of the tallest skyscrapers in Africa. Financecom is part of a scheme to establish a multi-billion-dollar digital metropolis in Tangier, that is anticipated to host 200 Chinese enterprises. Othman Benjelloun's net worth is estimated to be $1.5 billion. 16. Mohammed Dewji family. Mohammed Dewji is the CEO of Metil, a Tanzanian firm started by his father in the 70s. Metil is active in textile manufacture, flour milling, beverages and edible oils in Eastern, Southern and Central Africa. Metil works in at least 6 African nations and has aspirations to develop into several more. Dewji, Tanzania's first billionaire, took the giving pledge in 2016, vowing to donate at least half his income to humanitarian organizations. Dewji was reportedly kidnapped at gunpoint in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania in October 2018 and released after 9 days. Mohammed Dewji's net worth is estimated to be $1.5 billion. 17. Youssef Mansour family. Youssef Mansour is chairman of family-owned enterprise Mansour Group, which was formed by his father Lofty in 1952. Mansour Group is the sole distributor of GM Autos and Caterpillar equipment in Egypt and several other countries. He manages the consumer products division, which includes supermarket chain Metro and sole distribution rights for L'Oreal in Egypt. Younger brothers Mohammed and Yassin are also billionaires and part proprietors of Mansour Group. Youssef Mansour's net worth is estimated to be $1.5 billion. 18. Yassin Mansour family. Yassin Mansour is an Egyptian billionaire businessman, part owner of the Mansour Group and chairman of Palm Hills Development. Yassin Mansour is one of 5 children of Lofty Mansour, the founder of the Mansour Group. Lofty Mansour had 4 sons, Ismail, Youssef, Mohammed and Yassin, and a daughter, Rauya. 2 of his brothers are also billionaires, Mohammed Mansour and Youssef Mansour. Yassin has multiple Credit Suisse accounts per Swiss Secrets. In 2011, he was cleared of corruption charges after paying 250 million Egyptian pounds to the authorities. He runs the Mansour Group along with his other brothers. The Mansour Group specializes in Caterpillar dealerships. His estimated net worth is $1.5 billion. Number 19. Folorunsho Alakija family. One of the richest ladies in Africa and the world is Folorunsho Alakija. She began off with building a designer brand and has now moved on to oil production in Nigeria. As of 2014, Alakija is listed as the 96th most powerful woman in the world by Forbes. In May 2015, 2 Nigerian women, Finance Minister Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala and Alakija, were listed among the world's 100 most powerful women according to Forbes. She was 86th on the list. Alakija is the 20th in 2020's Africa's Billionaires list, dropped off in 2021. She was the 1941st in Billionaires 2019, dropped off in 2020, and the 80th Power Women 2016, dropped off in 2017. On 17th July 2021, Benson Idahosa University in Benin City gave her an honorary doctorate degree in business administration. This was in recognition of her contribution to the business world. Her estimated net worth is $1.1 billion. 20. Stephen Saad family. Stephen Saad is a South African billionaire. He is the founder of Aspen Pharmacare, one of the largest pharmaceutical firms active in Africa. The company's market stretches to over 150 countries across the globe. He started his career at QuickMed, a prescription drug distribution company in black townships during apartheid. At the age of 29, he sold his share in Covan Zurich for $3 million, thus becoming a millionaire. In 1997, together with Gus Attridge, he co-founded Aspen Pharmacare, a public company traded on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. It has become the largest producer of generic medicines on the African continent. He serves as its chief executive and Gus Attridge as its deputy chief executive. In 2011, he was worth $640 million, becoming one of Africa's 40 richest people. His stock portfolio went up to 75% in 2013. Currently, his net worth is estimated at $1 billion. 21. Christopher Wise family. Christopher Wise is famous for his skill in the retail business. He continues to invest in different industries throughout Africa, including fast food franchises, furniture stores, and even supermarkets. Wise owns a 44% share of Pepcor since becoming the chairman there in 1981, and started out as an executive director for the retail store Pep from 1967 to 73. Pepcor is a discount store in South Africa that was founded in 1965. In April 2015, it was reported that Virgin Group and their private equity backers had sold 80% of Virgin Active to South African investment firm Brait, owned by Wise. The sale would be priced at $682 million for an 80% stake, valuing the business at £1.3 billion, including debt, and the transaction would be completed in summer 2015. And the company would continue to operate under the Virgin Active brand. His net worth is estimated at $1 billion. 22. Desmond Sacco family. Desmond Sacco was born in Johannesburg, South Africa. His father, Guido Sacco, founded the Asori Group in 1928. The South African mining billionaire has been dominating the sector for a long time now. His source of income is not restricted to this, as he also diversifies his assets by investing in numerous organizations. In 1968, Sacco joined the Asori Group, a public company traded on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, founded by his father 4 decades earlier. He was appointed to its board of directors in 1974 and has served as its chairman and managing director since 1992. He also serves as chairman of Asmank Limited. His net worth is estimated at $1 billion. 23. Nathan Kirsch family. Nathan Kirsch initially generated his wealth through corn milling in Swaziland. Moving forward, he invested in food distribution and supermarket chains. Now his main income is from Jetro Holdings. Nathan Kirsch, born 6 January 1932, is a South African-born Swazi billionaire businessman. He heads the Kirsch Group, which holds a majority stake in New York State cash and carry operation Jetro Holdings, owner of restaurant Depot and Jetro Cash and Carry. The group also holds equity and investments in Australia, Eswatini, the UK, the US, and Israel. In 1952, Kirsch began assisting his mother with the operation of his father's original malt factory in Potchefstroom. Then, in 1958, he launched his own first venture, founding a corn milling and malt business in Eswatini. His net worth is estimated at $1 billion. 24. King Mohammed VI family. The Moroccan ruler generates his fortune through many investments he owns. From investing in banks and mining to food, there's no doubting a rich return. Mohammed has vast business holdings across several economic sectors in Morocco. His net worth has been estimated to be at $1 billion, and according to American business magazine Forbes, he is the richest king in Africa and the 5th wealthiest monarch in the world. Mohammed VI was born on August 21, 1963, and is the second and oldest son of Hassan II and his wife Lala Latifa Hamu. As their oldest son, Mohammed became their heir apparent and crown prince from birth. His father was keen on giving him a religious and political education from an early age. At the age of 4, he started attending the Quranic school at the royal palace. He also has 40% shares in SNI. His net worth is estimated at $1 billion. 25. Alan Gray family. Alan Gray is a South African who formed the Alan Gray Investment Management. He is famous for his financial understanding and is actively engaged in the domain of an asset manager. Alan Gray, born 8 April 1938, is a philanthropist. He founded the privately owned investment management company after him and the non-profit Alan Gray Orbis Foundation and the Alan and Gil Gray Charitable Trust before he donated his stake in the Alan Gray Investment Company. His net worth is estimated at $1 billion. That was our coverage of the richest families in Africa. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section, and if you think anyone is missing on the list, don't forget to drop their name in the comment. Also, subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos like this one.